Hello, everybody. It's me, Martinez-Bateman. I am the CEO of New Coyote Consulting. We are an equity and communications consulting firm here in the Pacific Northwest. I am coming at you from my office. It is the Monday update. Every Monday, I tell you what my intentions are for the week. Every Thursday, I come back and I tell you how I did. Last week, I'm going to be honest, last week fucking sucked. I felt better as the week went on. And by the end of the week, I was starting to sort of like see a light at the end of the tunnel. But last week was hard, y'all. And my intention last week is to listen to my body. And I feel really strongly like I did that. And I credit that, listening to my body and focusing on what I need, I credit that for getting me through that week and not sort of like making things worse. You know what I mean? Like, bad things happen to you, especially as a business owner. Stuff just doesn't go the way you want it to go sometimes. And you can just like internalize that and make it even worse and just fuck yourself up more. Or sometimes, if you're very lucky, you can help mitigate that and just give yourself some grace and take care of your body. Even if you are like, I was definitely like in my head about a bunch of stuff, but I was just like, my body didn't do anything to me. My body isn't responsible for this eventuality. It's not their fault that we're in this situation. They still deserve rest and sleep and food. And it's like, it very much reminds me of back when I was younger and I would separate my body from my mind in a way that was like, you know, ignoring pain, ignoring cues from my body, ignoring like when it didn't feel safe, things like that. So I think that, you know, in a perfect world, I want my mind and my body to be as connected as possible. But I think when my mind is going through something, when we're going through it, when things are difficult, I think it's okay to just be like, this body did nothing to me. This body has helped me achieve everything I've achieved. So it's okay to be kind to this body. It's okay to, have turmoil in my mind, but also still give my body the care that it needs and deserves. So that's kind of what I did last week. And I think it really, really helped me. This week is a much better week. It's Monday, but I feel better about life this week. Things are looking up. In a lot of different directions, and that's very nice. I also have taken this opportunity to practice some boundaries around my work and my personal life and how I feel about achievement at work and how I feel about myself on a regular, just sort of like what's my self-esteem kind of level. Historically, I've been bad at disconnecting my work achievement from my self-worth, and that's still a factor. But getting this opportunity to practice, having healthy boundaries between the two of those things, knowing that just because something is not going my way at work doesn't mean that I'm a bad person or that I am less worthy of love and attention, has been really helpful. Having some really deep conversations with different influential and important people in my life, like my family members, my friends, my husband, my therapist, my business coach, just working through this with all the tools that I possibly can use to work through it has been really, really helpful. And if nothing else, I feel really good about the fact that I'm doing this labor in a way that feels gentle and natural and takes longer than what I want it to take, but still is really helpful. So that's just an update for this week. My intention is pretty much the same: to listen to my body, to center my body, to do what needs to be done to take care of myself. But I think I want to add sort of like another layer of intention around that, of just like being gracious and loving towards myself and accepting that my best is absolutely good enough, and trying to sort of like, this is something I think I can't control, this part here, But I really want to get back to that place where I felt the abundance of the universe around me, where I understood that there are resources enough for all of us, where I really leaned into that, because that was a really great time for me psychologically. And also it just felt nice to be in that mindset, in that framework of abundance and growth and opportunity and all of that stuff. And I understand that the world, my world and the world are different than when I had that mindset. So that has contributed to me feeling scarce and scared and small and isolated. And also, I don't want to brightside myself. I don't want to ignore the grief and the loss that comes along with changes in this way. I also don't need to increase my suffering unnecessarily. So, like I said, that part's really murky, but the part that I really need and want to focus on is taking care of myself, focusing on my body, doing what I need to nourish myself and affirm myself. That's going to be the most important thing. Work will come or it won't come. Clients will show up or they won't show up. You know, fortunes will change or they won't change. There's a lot of that I don't have any control over. I can just try my best. And so that's what I'm doing. I already know that's what I'm doing. That box is already checked. So put your intentions down below. Don't forget to have a lunch. I was going to say have a weekend. You could have a weekend on Tuesday if that's what you need. But no, don't forget to have your lunch. Don't forget to move your body in a way that feels affirming and beautiful. It doesn't hurt. Remember that this body did nothing to you. Even if it's not working the way you want it to work, that's not its fault. It's not your fault. It's just how it is right now. So take that with you for the week. I will see you on Thursday.